It's so
That
great.
that always reminds me of my youngest most feral coming up to me. I don't know where he got on biology or when he learned this, but he was intrigued and he was like, Mom, come here. And I was like, what? And he's like, do you know I'm gonna grow a mustache when I get older? And I was like, yeah. He's like, do you know my wiener's gonna grow one too? And I was like, I'd never heard it put like that, but now I'm calling them wiener stashes from now on.
I heard this comedian not too long ago that said, it's really strange that, people are talking about, hair loss and said, think about this though. You know, it used to be men were all clean shaven and now they've got the big full beards. And women used to have the big hairy, underside, and now it's clean shaven. And men, have the big bushy beards. He goes, "All that's happened in society is they've just relocated where the hair is." Oh,
Yeah, and for men, it just escapes your head and goes into your ears, nose, and back.
yes, that's about right. It's fun to watch my wife go, she'll sit there and go, "Look, you got hair growing out of your ear." And I'm like,
I
"Yes,
call
I'm
them
getting."
ear froze. Is that bad?
Just put little googly eyes under your earlobe, you know? Name one something and one the other. I love it. Oh my gosh. Well, did you hear about grandma? Granny was sentenced to 4 years in prison for hitting granddaughter on the arm with a slipper. An 80-year-old
Oh, hell
woman
no.
in Turkey.
Chancla justice. Moms for justice. We're going out in front of the prison. Because
Mm,
it takes a hell of a lot to override the granny, like, I love you, sweetie baby, to me pulling my flip-flop off and delivering chancla justice. So I am generally on the children's side for everything, but chancla justice, balance must be restored to the world. We got a lot of badass little children running around. We need chancla justice. I say we create mom squads, you know, and for those of us who might not be from a culture that, engaged in chancla tossing, there'd be like ranges for us to practice our accuracy and such.
yeah.
I mean, not if we're going to
80-year-old.
get full.
Sometimes even from her last year on August 9th, after her name is Viral, the daughter's name. This is, you have to remember they're in Turkey. It's not
Oh,
Volva, but it looks a lot like that. Came back from work. She told her grandmother that she was going to go out with some friends. Fearing for her safety, the old woman said she wouldn't allow it and even locked the door to make sure Volva or Viral couldn't go out. At one point during the argument, the young woman tried to unlock the door, and Kate. Katan grabbed one of her house slippers and slapped her on the arm with it. Verl instinctively retaliated by hitting her grandmother on the head with her phone. Grandma started bleeding, and the frightened girl forgot all about partying and called an ambulance. Little did they know that what started as a family feud would eventually turn into an international news story. My grandmother wanted to go out in the evening. I didn't allow it. I locked the door. She told the news. I hit her on the hand with the slipper and she hit me in the head with her phone. When I started bleeding, she got scared and called an ambulance. Katen and her mother never filed complaints against each other, but they did tell first responders how the elderly woman got her head injury. And they filed a report at the state hospital, which was later forwarded to the local police. Both women were called in for questioning. Despite making it clear that they had settled their dispute and were on good terms, the public case was open and the public prosecutor's office filed an indictment against the 80-year-old grandmother. In their case, the prosecution alleged that the slipper Caitlin used to hit her grandmother was a weapon, and the 18-year-old acted in self-defense when she hit the woman with her phone. The octogenarian, whatever that word is, was also accused of depriving the person of her liberty because she locked Viral inside her home and prevented her from leaving, a charge that carries a maximum sentence of 14 years. February 25th, criminal court first instance sentence Caton to 2 years and 6 months in prison for the crime of depriving her liberty by using force, threat, or deception, then added 2 years and 6 months for using a weapon to carry out the crime against her granddaughter. Oh my god. Like, could you imagine that? Just like,
Well, she keeps smiling in every one of them, so maybe Turkish prisons are fun. I don't know.
I don't know. I would not wanna be in a Turkish prison. I don't know about
Well,
you.
I mean, he continues to keep smiling in all the pictures I see, so
Grandma, grandma, next time, grandma, if you're gonna do this, finish it off and,
finish her.
finish her.
I'm just imagining Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat coming on, "Finish them," and then fatality by
Oh.
slippering. Chunkla. Well, in shock to no one that's actually asked a man, men prefer natural lips over women's and bloated monkey butthole look. We're
Yeah,
shocked,
it's amazing how
shocking no
that works.
one. Men find natural looking lips most attractive on women, even as plumped up pouts continue to dominate social media, according to new research out of Australia. Scientists at the University of Sydney showed 32, this is, well, but again, real men, just ask. 32 students, 16 men and 16 women, a series of computer generated faces with varying lip sizes. Now, each face represented 7 different lip versions, ranging from subtle, thin to character like and inflated, and participants rated each image multiple times for attractiveness. The result? Male participants overwhelmingly chose natural lips as the most appealing on female faces. So, as
Mhm.
you can see, this is a negative.
Yeah.
This is so
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah, don't
Now,
I would much rather have a woman that has natural lips, even if she doesn't have lips. I mean, it's just something about it is not appealing.
well, it's the amount of prep work that goes into it. I mean, you gotta get injections, then they're gonna line it, then they're gonna do all like 900 pounds of makeup, and then you can't even kiss them because 'cause you're gonna smudge everything. So why did you get the big lips to begin with? Now,
I mean, I did date a girl that had very, very thick, luscious lips, and, I mean, naturally, they were just it was it was what was attracted me to her in the first place. I was like, "Wow, she's got some very, very, luscious lips." But, it was all natural. I mean, she didn't even wear makeup. That's she just
yeah,
had that natural beauty.
well, that and I mean, eventually, ladies, let's pay the train all the way through. Eventually, they're gonna see you without makeup at some point, unless you are fixing to, for the rest of your life, wake up before him, put on, 900 pounds of makeup before he wakes up. So, I mean, choose your poison. I mean, Mr. Mo has seen me after I've given birth, so
Well, yeah. Well,
and he
but
still stayed, but he's kinda stuck with me.
but here's the crux of it, okay? So she had a twin brother. That was sort of a turnoff after I found that out. I was like like, we're talking, like, the identical twin brother, like, you could interchange their faces. I was like, "Okay, I'm"
And she didn't even know why you never called her back, Shizzy. You
well,
just I was gonna call you Larry. It was confusing, okay?
it's like, "Why me? Why
I
me?"
was like, "Have you ever seen Tootsie?" I was imagining you like Tootsie after that, and I couldn't. Look, I tried. I really did. I tried to soldier through and think of Kim Basinger, but it just didn't work. No more
Oh my
working.
gosh. Oh, I felt so bad. I was just like, damn it, everything would be fine." I cannot imagine, sitting there at, like, you know, Christmas dinner or something like that and looking over and your brother's talking to me, and I'm like,
And you're seated on either side of them.
it's like, "Give me away." Uh, No, no, he didn't have facial hair, neither did she, but they just had the same facial features. It was creepy. It was creepy.
Some people very strongly resemble, like all of my boys very strongly resemble each other. So
Right.
it's really funny because, well, I mix up their names at all times because there's like 9 of them.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so across the board, both male and female participants preferred thinner lips on male faces, suggesting that gender does play a role in how we assess attractiveness in others. Godoy, I'm glad we spent a bunch of research on this bullshit study. What? People like to have smexy time?
Yeah.
Now, this may explain why cosmetic lip procedures, often using some kind of acid, have rocketed up in popularity among women, even if they don't generally appeal to men outside of San Francisco. Now, according to Global Newswire, the world market for lip fillers is expected to expand, apropos, at an annual rate of about 3.6%. That's what he said, but it's how he uses it, ladies, how he
Uh-huh.
uses it. From 2024 to 2034. Well, there you go. A bunch more people are going to be, injecting their lips with stuff. This is wonderful.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Well, and most of the time, that's the thing, ladies, and let me explain this something very clear. Ladies, guys, you're whenever you're doing this, you're not doing it for them, you're doing it for your girlfriends. That's really what it is, and I cannot emphasize this enough. Don't do this for your girlfriends.
Yes, and ladies and Hallmark. So I was talking to Shizzy because I have a greeting card for men idea and I'm pitching it. So, ladies, we get our husband these long, beautiful, romantical cards and they're reading them. And honest to God, I do think I've never been in a man's brain, but I do think they're probably thinking, oh my God, I don't even know what the hell. Smile? Am I supposed to? Oh no, this is a sad line. Oh crap. This is supposed to be meaningful. Hallmark. Now, men, would you rather have a long, drawn out romantical card, or would you like to have a card from your wife or significant other that says, "Hey, babe, I love you, and I I married you for your peen."
Yeah, that works. As long as it's followed up, that's the best part about
Well, I mean, it will come with Tylenol, so there will be no headaches.
it. Oh my god. Yes. Yes. Yes, and yes. You mean he read it? Oh, well, that does we do actually read things every so often. Like this one here, there's a new antiviral chewing gum that could help prevent flu and herpes infections. Scientists from Finland, you'd know it'd have to be from Finland, and the United States, yeah, the United States have developed a special type of chewing gum that can trap and neutralize some influenza and herpes viruses. Um, let's put it this way: if you're getting that close to a herpes infected ween chewing gum, just saying that maybe, you know, this might be a good thing. I don't know.
I never thought the Double Mint commercials were gonna take this way, but, I mean, everyone is rebranding in the new era, so there you go, Double Mint. Double. Influenza and herpes now, the double stands for STDs you can avoid.
You won't get the flu and you won't get the herpes.
That's why it's
Uh,
Double Mint.
the medical grade gum made primarily from lab bean powder ground lab bean. I don't know what the hell lab bean ground from the seeds of the lab purus species, which contains a natural viral trap, a protein called frill. No frill and no frill gum. It's shown great potential in neutralizing certain types of viruses, including influenza and herpes causing virus in lab tests. So, who was the lab tester? Here, chew this gum, suck this wing.
Willy Wonka has really gotten, and diversified because I thought he was making gum that, like made a whole meal, but apparently he was like, you know what? Americans are fat
Just a
enough.
snack.
We need to clean up the herb.
We'll just give him a snack instead.
What were those Oompa Loompas doing? I need to see HR reports because if we had to get a herp gum in here, like, where's the syphilis toffee? I'm wondering where the chlamydia fudge is going to be. You know,
Oh,
here's your M&M Skittles with their chlamydia, virus. Where's it going to, can we make them edibles too? I mean,
this was a guinea pig. The lab test involved a mechanical mouth. Oh, more than 50% of the virus is new. Man, would you imagine being the guy testing that out? What you want me to? That thing is made out of metal. The jaws clamp down really hard. Yeah, no, I don't think I'm gonna. Yeah, I can't imagine volunteering for that.
well, I mean, what are you going to tell the college student you're paying $5? Okay, now what I need you to do is I'm going to inject some herpes into your mouth. And then I would like you to chew this gum and see
Tell
if
me
it
what
takes it
happens.
away. And I get the $5 before I do this. Ladies, always get the money before.
Oh my God. Researchers noted that while formulating their innovative chewing gum, they adhered to clinical grade drug standards and food standards, ensuring its safety for human consumption. Silly
What
test.
were we going to give it to dogs for dog herpes? I mean, were we testing out a bubble mint for dogs? Like,
Uh, Tested on koalas. Really test also showed that the antiviral chewing gum can be stored at room temperature for nearly 800 days without going bad or losing the frill proteins it contains. Not taste good, but you can chew on it anyway. Daniel and his team came up with the
things you
idea
can
of
say
virus.
about a couple of things.
Oh, well, they developed this at the height of the coof pandemic as a way to limit the transmission. They targeted saliva, the place where the virus could replicate and spread via sneezing, coughing, speaking, oral. They knew the antiviral properties of the lab beams, so all that was left was a way to incorporate the frill proteins into the gum to ensure its effectiveness. Following the promising results of their lab tests, scientists are hoping to begin human trials soon, while also testing the gum's effectiveness for fighting other dangerous.
Well, in that special, I think.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That is so bad. Oh, that's all you need.
Okay, just because you had that, this woman has a 3-inch mouth gape. I hope she's using that for good, like a Jedi.
Oh my god! She's like a boa constrictor. Her jaw just separates and
Oh no. Shit. Holy crap. See, that chick should have tried to put her fist in this chick's mouth because it probably
yeah.
wouldn't have gotten stuck.
Oh my god. It would have not.
I just
I
about yelled, she should have gotten fisted in the
Oh my god, she could have totally done. I would not want to be her boyfriend. I'm just saying that how are you gonna ever
Do you think
compete
she
with that?
she fishes like a carp? She just opens her mouth under the water and fish come in.
Oh, that would be
I'm going straight
hilarious.
to hell for that one.
You
An
should be going straight
Alaskan
to
woman with her massive mouth, measured by a dentist, broke the Guinness World Record with, this is science, folks, her 2.98-inch gape.
No! No.
Ketchikan resident Marie Pearl Selmeyer, let's see, Robinson. Ooh, she's taken, y'all, or at least she didn't, drop the Robinson. She always knew she had a large mouth, but she hadn't considered it to be a world record until she saw a video of the previous holder, Samantha Ramsdale, whose mouth gape was measured at 2.56 inches in 2021. Well, ma'am, it's the way you use it, not the size.
What if she takes out her teeth?
Now, Robinson's dentist measured her mouth gape at 2.98 inches, earning her the title for the largest mouth gape female. All right, men, represent San Francisco, Fire Island, South Beach. I'm going to need you to start training. This is the Olympics and it is open to men because both men and women are invited to the hotastic lifestyle.
Like feeding a Tic Tac to a whale. Please stop saying
I'm
mouth
sorry.
gape.
No, I'm trying to kill Shizzy.
She is. Oh.
Robinson says she doesn't show off her mouth tricks as much as an adult because when I do it, it kind of creeps people out. She said earning the title was sort of a redemption for her after she missed out on joining in at an attempt for the world's largest Wellington boot race in 2013 because she couldn't get the day off of work. Now I get to join the rest of them and have a Guinness World Record title with a lot of other people in the town. So,
Oh.
redemption for mouth
Oh.
G word. Shizzy's monetization is going to be at red. Even the little guy in India who's having to watch it and figure out English, he's going to be like, no, just no.
No, he's going, can I get her
Mm-mm.
number? Can I get her number? She looks like she could make a very good wife for me.
Well, true.
Oh,
And
now,
since we have been talking about hygiene, we did cover this on Mornings with Mo, but
ooh,
the Kentucky Fried Chicken did introduce a fried chicken flavored toothpaste with 11 herbs and spices. And it is sold out, completely sold out. But you can get it for $12 once they, I don't know, squeeze all the chickens of their essence and send it in.
I love it. Oh, squeeze
Now,
those chickens.
America, I love South Park just as much as the rest of us, and I think we can all agree that the skin is the best part of the chicken. And I'm full on Cartman level addicted to fried chicken, good fried chicken.
Mhm.
But have we taken it a little too far?
Yeah. Yeah, just a little, just a tad
Just
bit too far.
scotch, just a little
Oh,
bit.
oh my God. No, no. But, you want to talk about hygiene. I have got a good one for you.
Oh,
Ah,
wait, no, I already know. Shizzy, it's the V. You go V, front wallet, AMX, beard, nothing else. Not even the pits. The pits are no. Also, ma'am, how long have you not known your man isn't washing? Because doesn't he smell like spicy Doritos and funk?
oh no, I met his brother here. Man develops fungal lung infection due to dirty sock smelling habit. A Chinese man who developed a habit of smelling his dirty socks after wearing them for a whole day has been diagnosed with fungal lung infection. The middle-aged office worker from Chongqing something or other, whose name was not revealed by the media, was recently admitted to the Southwest Hospital of the Army Medical University with a persistent cough. The man told doctors his cough had worsened in recent days despite taking cough syrup and that his eyes had become bloodshot, which prompted him to seek medical assistance. After conducting CT and MRI examinations, doctor found suspicious shadows in his lower right lung, and a subsequent bronchoscopy showed that the patient suffered from a fungal lung disease caused by an aspergillus infection. Upon questioning him about the possible causes of the infections, the doctor learned the man had developed a habit of smelling his own dirty socks. While questioning the unnamed patient about his home and how good air circulation was there, Dr. Ling Ping Jing attending physician of the Department of Respiratory Medicine at Southwest Hospital learned the man used to smell his dirty socks every time he came home from work before throwing them in the washing machine. After taking a pair of dirty socks and analyzing it, doctors found traces of this whatever lung disease that he had in and determined that his unhygienic habit was the cause of the infection. Worn socks contain sweat, salt, and urea, and the warm and humid environment inside the shoe promotes fungal growth. Smelling dirty socks, even if they are your own, comes with an increased risk of inhaling dangerous fungus and bacteria. They get past the nose and the throat, they end up in the lungs and cause fungal infections that may have long term consequences. So keep that in mind and make sure that you chew your gum first.
Okay, maybe it's heartless and maybe it's my distinct disgust with feet, but I'm kind of saying let him die. There have to be consequences. You
Oh,
chose this fate. This is a Darwin Award thing. I can't. That's look. That is so gross to me. I can't, like this is why I'm not a judge. I'd be like guilty. What's
uh,
your firing squad?
yeah, I just can't. I can't understand why somebody would do that. Just, I mean, I guess if you've got some sort of like maybe weird like tick, that's the only thing that I can think of is why you'd be smelling your own socks. Like,
Well, I mean, isn't durian fruit over there and it smells like dead bodies and garlic, but some people really like it?
yeah, well, they also eat dogs, but I mean, I'm just saying that it's one of those. Like, I mean, think about this. Just think you probably have ticks that you don't even realize. You know,
True.
like everybody has them. It could be, like my wife, whenever she wears like slippers, she shuffles through the house like she's playing soccer or something. It's really weird because it's all just sort of now you put her in a pair of like regular shoes and then she like stomps through the house like she's like trying to kill all the bugs that might be in the house. I
Okay,
mean, it's
so I have my boys, it is like a herd of damn elephants. Every time they go up and down the stairs, I'm like, did someone die?
yeah. Why?
And
What happened? What happened? And you realize these sort of ticks on other people, and I know that we all have them too. I mean, it's just one of those things, and I think that's probably why this guy's foot smelling issues were happening. Just a tick. Oh,
now I also think that she should go to a re-education camp, but that's me. A woman visited a pet psychic after her dog got sick, and she was shocked by what happened next. Divorce papers because you went to a fucking pet psychic? Your husband
yeah.
looked at the credit card statement and said, Fluffy needed therapy and
Ugh,
left.
pet
Oh, dear
psychic.
Jesus.
Pet psychic.
Is there a way for humans to truly understand animals' emotions? Yes, Fry loved to tip over the trash and drink from the toilet and
They lick their
pretend he was
own butt.
humping the cats, especially the male ones. So
Dogs lick
I
their
don't think
own
Fry
butt.
had a thought in his blessed little head.
Yeah. No. That yeah, these
Now,
that's no.
now, psychic, animal communicator, and pet psychic Danielle McMillan firmly believes that she can talk to animals and has helped pet owners understand their animal companions for over 20 years. Shit, man, this woman's been running a grift for a while.
Oh,
Now, as a lifelong animal lover, she recognizes that our special connection with our fur baby allows us to understand and effectively communicate with them. Everybody can have a psychic connection with animals, but most people who have pets, they're doing it without really realizing it. McKinnon tells people in an exclusive interview, like when I am combining my aura with the animal, I am tapping into a psychic ability that already exists. I am simply the medium through which his emotions flow to you. Now, I'm making shit up. This is not what she said.
I can
They
imagine her
need
licking their face too, just like,
I
"He's
can
telling me."
uh, certain animal behaviors can give us a clue as to how they feel in any given moment. Yeah, it's almost like God gave them a fucking tail that wags when they're happy.
Or when they've
You
done
are a
something wrong.
detective, Columbo. This dog
Man,
is happy.
Ace Ventura, pet detective.
McCannon said that she always had a close relationship with her pets growing up. Ma'am, keep your hands off the rabbits. Animals were my people because people weren't that awesome. Her family thought her fascination with animals was not too much at the time, rather fostering the idea that the intuition and connection played a part in that. I I always felt that I knew what my rabbit or dog was saying. Now there are pills that will stop those voices if you just seek help.
Yes,
Now, you
yes.
can always talk to God, but if God talks to you, we need to talk to a therapist, okay?
Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah.
Now, years later, in 2001, when she and her husband's beloved chocolate Labrador puppy got sick and the vet couldn't figure out what was wrong with her, a friend suggested they take her puppy to a pet psychic. And the husband looked at his wife like, "Why the fuck do you hang out with that hippie?"
Yeah. Yeah.
While her husband,
Silly.
a scientist, wanted a divorce and was skeptical, he wanted the illusion that maybe they would have sex once in their marriage again, so he went along with it.
Yes.
Now, she recalled how the pet psychic told them, "She's been sick because she ate corn cobs and she ate them because you and your husband have been fighting about your mother." The fuck is
Oh,
this shit? Everyone fights about your mother.
uh,
I've seen her. She's Kyle's mom.
oh,
Now, we had been fighting about our mother-in-law, and you probably talked about that as you were introducing your pet, and a, seasoned people reader will take those little tidbits that you have already thrown out and repeat them to
mm,
you, and you're like, "Oh my god, you're a psychic."
you're so smart. God talks to me all the time. He's sarcastic as fuck.
Well, my cats do talk to me, and they're like, "Dumbass, it's food time." Like, I don't care what
Oh,
daylight savings time says. "Fucker, where is my food?"
yes. Yeah. Oh my God. We watch our neighbor's dog whenever they're out of town because they do travel a lot. Most of the time they take it over to one of their moms or whatever. And so we were watching this dog, and all of a sudden, my wife and I were just kicking back. We're watching something on the TV. I don't remember what it was. Eating. We had already just finished dinner. We'd fed the pups, and we were just like sit down, ate, watching some TV, and then all of a sudden I hear this "Gong." What the hell is that? Like something dropped, and I look over, and this little Yorkie, when I'm talking little Yorkie, I'm talking like a little Yorkie, had carried a bowl over and then slammed it down on the ground because he was hungry. And he wasn't happy with that because then he carried it and kept slamming it down on the ground until I took all the bowls up off, and then he tried going after the water dish so he could slam it down. And then because I work in the basement. I was working one day, and I was finishing up. It was a little bit late, and my wife had come out, and she goes, "That dog carried his dog dish and set it at the top of the stairs, waiting on you to come up and put it right where you would trip over it." Like, what in the hell? Am I that
This dog
gullible? And
that
she
dog needs to go to a pet psychic. It has an attitude, and I would like to hear it. I would like to hear all the things he's calling you, like, "Fucking bastards over here can't even
yeah.
feed me. I don't know what the hell. They're supposed to be more evolved than me. If I had opposable thumbs, I would take you all out, eat all the dog."
Oh.
Now, McKinnon's dog got better, and the reading became a pivotal moment for her. It made her realize, not only is all of this real, but I too can become a pet psycho. She took a class with the
Mm.
same pet psychic and paid her money to earn her psychic degree and began doing readings as her business, conning other bored white women in suburbia. Now, during the reading, she explains, "I can see humans from the animals, or hear, I can paint with all the colors of the wind." And the bullshit helps the money roll on in.
Well, and that's
Pocahontas, the musical.
that is the same thing as, what is this, what is it? They call it, it's reflexology, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, it's the same thing, oh, and the reason I know this is because that's my mother paid money to go learn how to do reflexology, and it's like I can tell by the way your foot feels if it's like you have, this is where the headache is, and this is for your heart if you're having heart problems, and it's just basically you're giving a foot rub, and I was like looking at her because I was like, "You're not touching my feet, like, leave my feet alone." "Oh, but if you've got a
No,
headache, here,
anything that
I can do this." I'm like, "No, get away from me, stay away. It's creepy. I don't want you touching my sweaty, smelly feet."
yeah, I just met you, like, I don't even know you very well, we're not married, like like, can we go out to dinner or something? I don't know you. That's not your purse?
Why does your mom sound like Mr. Garrison? "Mr. Garrison."
To be fair, my mom always sounds like Linda in my head. It's like, "Mo, this happened."
Squirrels are the covert intelligent wing of the animal kingdom.
Oh, Jesus. McKinnon also performed a mini reading on 2 cats, Kobe and look, something hipster.
Vagina?
Megla?
That
Look, it's something hipster, I'm not even gonna read it.
I
Now
think that's mangina. It's
now
what
in that session, she got a glimpse of the cat Hipster after she hopped onto my lap, but otherwise I couldn't provide any information about her. Oh, darn, you're psychic. You need to go smudge yourself.
Oh.
Uh, in our reading, she was spot on about my cat's personality traits, how they view each other, and their favorite spots in the house. While some pet psychics may use different approaches, Jesus, they're breeding.
Yep.
Women, if you are bored, get into true crime. At least, you will scare your husband into taking out the trash because you might just could pick up a gallon of antifreeze, just cuz.
Just 'cause.
Just cuz.
Like, why are you picking up a gallon of antifreeze? I don't know. How's your coffee
And
taste tonight?
Gatorade. Don't get into pet psychics. Come on. Do doTERRA, do Sensi, do LuLaRoe, but for the love of God, leave the pets alone.
Yeah, read tarot cards or something. I mean,
Oh,
good
dear
good lord.
Jesus. What in horse yoga? Oh my, I can't. All right, this is why I can't move to Arizona. This right here. I would I may be in less pain, but my Cartman-like rage at hippiness and rejectation would would literally cause me to have a heart attack.
Oh, yes, it probably would. Oh my
I mean, I
god.
would go full Cartman and start rounding up all the hippies and sending them to California.
Oh. Oh god.
We need a hipsit or a hippie.
Oh,
The hippie scourge is upon us.
that is a hell of a hippie scourge, I'm telling you. I'm like, "Mm-mm,
Oh,
mm-mm."
Jesus. My goldfish tells me when this man comes home every night, he makes a martini, sits down at the aquarium, and hangs out with him while drinking his martini. Nemo's like, "You're an alcoholic."
Yeah, pretty much.
Nemo's like, "Damn it, sir, shaken, not stirred. Fucker. Give me my flakes." Oh, it's the bubbles again.
Oh my god. The goldfish. Ah,
This is the woman you're inviting to your home
no.
to now, let me see. I think I can open this in I can't play the TikTok on here since this is not my default browser, Brave,
Oh,
but I don't think I can look, my rage, I would go full Bronca and repeal the 19th. I
yes.
used to be live and let live, but y'all have pushed me to repeal the 19th.
Oh
Oh,
my
they teach
god.
class. This is so incredibly ridiculous. Don't go to a pet psychic, just go to a vet.
Yes, or do what this guy does right here. Do what this guy does.
Aw.
The dog doesn't know what's going on. He's just helping him dig. It's like, let's go.
That's why dogs are are man's best friend. Because even if they don't know, like he's like, "Master, what are you doing?" I always think every dog has Doug's voice from Up to Me. It's always like,
Ah,
"Hi, my name is Fry, and I love you, and I like the trash can.
yes. Well,
Do
and,
not
and
give me
here's
of shame."
and there's also this one. You want to talk about scams? Father and son duo defrauds 100 restaurants in 3 years using the same technique. A 48-year-old man and his son, 18, were recently arrested for reportedly defrauding around 100 restaurants in France's Toulon region in the last 3 years using a very well thought out tactic. Skipping out on the bill at a restaurant isn't exactly unusual, but doing so for about 100 times in a span of 3 years definitely is. On April 3rd, police in Toulon, France, arrested a 48-year-old man and his son on suspicion of defrauding dozens of eateries in the region by leaving without paying the bill. According to a recent investigation, the father-son duo had been using the same tactics
Oh, wait,
successfully for
Shizzy,
3 years.
did they drop a log like the guy in India? They're like, "Look, don't come any closer or I'll drop it."
Oh my God. Yes. Posting this
I'm
average
tactically prairie dogging right now. I will let
oh,
loose.
posing as average patrons who simply didn't have any cash on them and whose credit card didn't work. The father would apologize for the inconvenience, leave his ID or social security card as collateral until he returned to settle the bill. Only he never came back, and opting instead to declare his card stolen and having it reissued. To put this sort of stunt around 100 times in 3 years without anyone doing anything about it required mountains of luck or some special precautions by the fraudsters. Reported that the duo researched their victims thoroughly online, targeting only restaurants whose owners were described as customer friendly in online reviews and never going back to the same place twice. Dressing up nicely. This just tells you need to be an ass. The father and son would usually order a starter, main course, dessert, wine, and
Ooh.
digestif, with the bill ranged between 80 and 150 euros. When the bill came, the 48-year-old man would present a card, and the card never worked, and he would send his son to a nearby ATM to try to withdraw some cash. The boy would come back empty-handed, and his seemingly embarrassed father would apologize and promise to return the next day with the money, leaving his ID or social security card as collateral. Such gestures are perceived as a sign of trust, so restaurateurs rarely protested, but the duo never returned. Police sources said the man declared his ID and social security card stolen and had them reissued only to leave them with their next food fraud victim. It
Okay,
worked
so
dozens of
the
times.
bureaucrats are like, "God, he must be forgetful." Like, no one sent a little, social worker out to see why for 3 years he's got 100 new cards?
Yeah. But here's the thing, it worked dozens of times until August last year when a restaurant owner posted photos of the ID left by the scammers on social media detailing his experience. The post eventually went viral. The dozens of
Oh,
other restaurateurs claimed to have fallen victim to the same tactic using the very same duo. Eventually, a total of 43 restaurant owners around Toulon ended up filing complaints with the police. Oh my God, the French are so dim-witted. They're so dim-witted.
yeah, well, you know.
Well, do you know what's coming up really soon? We have
Is
this
it
little
Bastille
thing.
Day?
No, we have Easter coming up.
So I'm leaving the house because my mom said that she doesn't fucking love me anymore.
That's not even what I said.
What'd you say?
I said you're too old for an Easter
That's
basket.
the same fucking thing!
I mean, okay, look, in my house, my mom always got Easter baskets even for the adults. It was, littler, like maybe a gift card or something. But I would not be Twitter-pated or upset if, my mom said, "Hey, Mo, you're damn near a century-ish." Well, actually, I'm unageable, but she's like, "You do pay a mortgage, so I'm not gonna give you any Easter basket." But the funny thing is that all
Mhm.
the stuff that I really want, I have my own money and I can go get it.
Jesus. Oh, I've got oh my gosh, where is it? I saw something and I think I saved it this time. I think I saved it this time.
Ooh.
Where is it? Um, I just have to double check and make sure that it's there. If it's not there, then I'm sorry.
Oh, I know
And it
I
was
did this yesterday. I was so mind numbed from the expert on my trial that a verdict was reached in another case, and I was like, "You guys, we have a verdict! Hey, hell yeah, we can get off of this." And it was another case, so I completely, clickbaited the whole channel. Felt bad.
what is it? I can't show that. I'm sorry. Oh, nope. Yep, that was not gonna. Oh, that's not gonna work. I was going to show something, but it was just like, nope. It's gonna get me in trouble if I show it. Doggone it!
Dang.
But I can show this one. I can show this one because this is
Ooh,
for Tom Gillis specifically. Okay,
ooh,
if you haven't seen it,
Move back, dang.
love
Y'all
this
put some
one.
sanitizer on y'all hand, y'all can hold my baby. But here he go right here. Ain't he cute? Ooh, what his name is, girl? He looks just like he got you. Marcus toes. It is so cute. That baby is ugly as hell. Why is white like that? Javante! What? He black. Marcus black as hell. Why the baby white? He not white, TT baby. He just light skinned. Y'all know my great grandpa was mixed with some Indian. We had Indian all up in our family. This little white baby got lice too. Boy, that baby ain't white. That's your little cousin. Oh. You should have shot baby because it sure don't look like you are Uncle Marcus. It's still cute though. It just smell like a wet dog. Oh, Uncle Marcus, that's your little twin right there. Marcus, this your son, Marcus Jr.
Huh? Keisha, you really playing in my face right now.
Marcus, don't say that. He probably got albinism or something. No. Hell no. That ain't my baby. Are you serious, Marcus? This baby look just like you. Like who? You better take that damn baby back to the hospital. Quit playing with me. Really? So you gonna walk off? Marcus, come back. Little girl, quit playing with me. Cause you really playing with your life right now. And I ain't finna sit up here and play with you. This is your baby and I'll put you on child support.
I would watch the hell out of that movie, Disney. If you want to do a remake, just do
oh,
that because I would
oh.
watch that on a effing loop. You have no idea. Just that scene. Between that and the Taylor ShizzyWhiznut going crazy loop thing on a loop, I just love seeing her get clotheslined. I don't know what that says about me.
Oh my God. That was the most hilarious thing, just watching her get put down like that. Oh my
I
gosh.
know.
Oh,
I want to do a Steve Madden breakdown of it. As you can see by the hips and the eyes, she is attempting her attack and she goes into feral position. And oh my gosh, it doesn't look like the lawyer has seen her. And, but a wide eyed, deputy is on the can and they collide.
I have something that I want to show everybody. It was presented by the Retard Finder. I'm serious. This is absolutely
Oh,
glorious.
okay. 1 second, Shizzy. Can we Genlennials, millennials, and everyone who had a cassette tape, can we start a retard revolution? Let's bring the word back. I mean, people have brought back, what in
It says, take a screenshot and see which retards you find. So all you got to do is just pause it at any point, take a screenshot, and see what retards you find. You could do this all day. Just like I find.
Oh gosh, New Zealand, that was a bad move. Oh, well, we apologize, New Zealand. That was a worse move. Katie Lang really, really diverged from what we thought she was going to do.
Oh my gosh.
Now, women, what the hell is wrong with you? It is ice cold outside and you are in a string bikini and don't think that your ass is going to get cold. An
Oh,
influencer's sexy photo shoot landed her in the ER. My butt was completely numb and I couldn't sit on it. Well, it's full of fucking fillers, so I don't think you can feel it anyway. How is it different from any other damn day? She
God.
almost froze her ass off, literally. A Brazilian influencer. Brazilian, your blood didn't even look. A Midwestern chick could do this. Someone from Michigan. Now we're not gonna be looking like that because we know what ranch dressing and hot dish is, but we could do it. Now, Brazilian influencer Ravana Hanley reportedly went to the emergency room after developing frostbite on her ass during a frigid shoot in Spain. I thought Spain was hot. I guess
Well,
she's
it
in a
depends on where
well,
you're at in Spain.
I know, but why is there just one fucking tree in the background? That's annoying me. She like it's clear in the entire shot, and she got the one fucking tree in there. Like my butt was completely numb and I could not even sit. Ravana Hanley, 24, told Press of her brush with Heine hypothermia. The ex Playboy model, who infamously dropped $19,000 on a revirginification surgery,
Mm.
frequently shares photos of her ass and, well, just lady lips on the bottom to everybody. Now, call me crazy, sweetheart, but if you re-virginate yourself, showing your ass and your lady Arby sauce, I mean, what the hell? I am confused. What are
Ah,
you trying to do here? Are you just, or are you making sure that if someone buys the cow, they have at least, seen the Kelly Blue Book value of said, cow?
yes.
I mean, kind of honesty. Maybe, you know what? Actually, good for you. You're not lying. They get to see everything before they buy. It's just like an auto showroom. Now, Hanley saw an opportunity to create another scintillating shoot while vacationing with friends at a skiing resort in Sierra Nevada, Spain. But unlike her prior influencer photoshops or photo op, no, both. Um, Freudian slips sometimes are real. She decided to get into a string bikini despite the fact that it was 14 degrees Fahrenheit. I just wanted to capture the vibe of this beautiful, strong warrior woman that I am in the cold freezing with my Nikes. As you can see, I am manifesting my search for the universe.
God.
However, her search for the universe and strong female leaders turned up empty and with a frozen ass. Jarcinda
Ah.
Adams, I name you. Uh, and Jess Phillips, again, fuck you, Jess Phillips. I'm not in the UK. I don't give two craps. You are an incredible coward, and I hope you get resigned or get defeated in the election.
Oh my God.
So there,
And thank you,
how
Abacus
the
Finch. Abacus Finch says, "Hear me out, Disney. Let's redo Tarzan, except it's all about white gentrifying the jungle. It'll be a real hit with those urban." Oh my God. And I do have, before we finish this story, I do have to give a shout out to, I have my favorites, and I have my favorites. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I have my favorites. I've got feet stickers and a letter from, I have my favorites. So let me read this nice little letter. So I have my favorites sent me this very kind letter. Thank you so much. Hey Shizzy, I'm so glad you put up your mailing address so I could get these stickers in the mail. Both of my kids are grown and have moved out and have left things behind. So my daughter has an enormous sticker collection. I swiped these and she said it was fun. I should charge storage fees. My husband and I will be downsizing, so their leftovers are just going one way or the other. I always enjoy the day when you start the mornings with the news. Sincerely, I have my favorites. Thank you so
oh
much. I appreciate you. That was so sweet. I'm sorry, I had to interrupt you. I have my
well,
favorites in there. I just wanted to give a big thanks.
as you can tell, I also wanted to be really, really transparent about the struggles that I have because I am also an inspirational leader to all of my fans. And the only way that I can show my strong scars on my ass is to be in my pink power shoes with this really creepy guy trying not to stare at my ass and cover his, erection.
Mhm.
I mean, he could have gotten a binder like middle school. Damn, dude. Like, you're not hiding.
My God.
Also sucking in, he's doing the like, I have an ab somewhere in here.
Yeah,
It,
there's ab, you although right now my belly button's being jabbed right now. This lady's standing there half
I
naked.
It was so scary. I was just standing there, manifesting in the universe and feeling my power as Mother Gaia inspired me. And I felt at one with all of my ancestors, but I started losing feeling in my ass. And it really took the vibe off.
Oh.
I The influencer eventually lost so much feeling in her ass that she started to panic. 911, 911. Yes, this is 911. What do you need? My ass is frozen. Ma'am, this is an emergency line. What is your real emergency? I cannot feel my ass.
Oh.
Ma'am,
God.
I can send an officer over to do a mental health check. Where did you say you were? My ass is frozen. All right. 5150, please. 5150. We have a crazy one. Thank you guys. Be safe. She said her ass is frozen. I don't know what you're going into, but you be safe. Bye, guys.
Oh God. Let me show this next one for Tom Gillis.
Okay.
This is
Well, I'm pretty much done. Her ass is okay.
her
I
ass
don't
is
know about
okay.
her reversification. I don't know. Maybe it's tucked inside, so maybe it didn't get frozen also. I don't know if you get a
So
refund for that if it gets frozen.
I don't know, but here's the thing, Tom Gillis. And I just want everyone to know Tom Gillis is actually a real golf pro, and he will teach you how to
Oh,
swing. So
um,
I did find something skillful for him. It's this right
ooh.
here.
How to sound like a tour pro when you strike the ball.
Oh, I like that. Oh, could you teach me how to actually hit the ball and not
Yes.
assault someone? Because I'm afraid of assaulting people. Not on purpose.
They all step back.
Holy shit.
How to sound like
Oh my God. Okay, here's the thing, Tom. Look, here's what I need. I need you to teach me, and then I'm gonna get some of them charges. But my HOA are assholes. They never fixed the road that hurt me. And I want to invite, because we are on a golf club, and then I want to show these motherfuckers off. Okay. I
Yes.
want to be the best. I want to make them cry. I want them to go home and question their manhood. I want their ancestors to be shamed. I am going to turn into Arnold Schwarzenegger from Conan. I want to hear the lamentations of their women and the crying of their children.
Oh my God.
This is why I would turn into a Sith Lord and I should not have power.
Yeah, no, I mean he does do that for people. I mean, that's his he actually teaches people how to improve their swing and get better. Like that's what he does. I mean, I was like, man, if you're looking to learn, that's Tom Gillis is the person to talk to. And
Well, honestly, I would do golfing mostly because I would ride in the cart and be drunk.
Tom Gillis. Here we go. I'll tell you what. I'm going to send this right over to Tom Gillis right now because he was like,
Ooh.
"Please send that to me." Message
Mr.
him.
Mo is going to be like, "Why are you learning golf?" And I'm like, "To revenge." As with
Yeah,
every Scottish person, I do things mostly out of revenge.
he does. She does. Just so you know, she's not joking when she says that.
Now, I am thinking of starting a cottage industry of a grudgery, like, because I'm so good at holding grudges. If you would like to let go of yours, I will continue to hate them for you. Like, you just tell me the story and I will hold that. I will go on every single one of their Instagrams and just push unlike for you. I will be your petty, your petty person. Like, you need a
Yeah,
person that's just like, really that color? And then, walk off and it doesn't come from you. I am your, anonymous petty friend. Why make a sock account when you have Mama Mo?
exactly. Oh,
Welcome to
see
the
here.
grudgery.
See Tom Gillis. I've got his little link right there
Ooh.
in the chat, and you can find him on X at at x.com/TGGI. See,
Oh,
really
cool.
simple. Yeah. Yeah, this is like I said, Tom's good people. Tom's good people. Like my brother-in-law which enjoys golf quite a bit. I was talking with him and I was like, it's really cool. I actually have an in with a golfer. And he was just like, yeah, okay. And then I showed him and he's like, holy shit. He goes, that's awesome. I was like, yeah, you gotta be awesome. Gotta be awesome.
Well, you guys, Bigfoot did not show up for my, campaign, and I really think that's where we lost America. Um, that being said, I might have Chupacabra as my running mate, before. Now, mystery creature resembling blood-sucking Chupacabra shows up at a woman's house in freaky footage. No one would believe me. Now,
Oh,
that's a
no.
that's a ferret or that's a giant otter. Look, I don't know. A Colorado woman was how many gummies did she have? Insert the thing, why do white people make gummies so strong? This is Colorado. I'm just saying she was probably blazing.
Yeah.
Was scared out of her wits after she was visited by a creepy critter that came in the night. A Facebook clip of the animal is baffling commenters, including wildlife officials, with guesses ranging from a rabid wolverine to a blood-sucking chupacabra from Latin American folklore. Yeah, a chupacabra. Are the chupacabras invading too? President Trump, I demand that you deport the chupacabra. The
I,
American Sasquatch needs your help. Cryptids.
well, if I was to see this and I wasn't and somebody hadn't photoshopped the little red glow on there, I would say that that's an anteater and you're looking at it completely wrong.
Yeah, or like an otter or weasel, a
No,
giant weasel.
like well, because I'll have to find it.
Well, they've got a different picture because this is why I
okay.
say it looks like a weasel or an otter because it doesn't look like a raccoon because they're usually lower to the ground.
Well, what if it's walking backwards? Now, there's an anteater. Just imagine turning that around. The anteater's knows where the tail is, and the tail looks hairy like that on the end of it and hangs over the other
Are there
side.
anteaters in Colorado?
Yeah, there could be. It could be one that got loose. Yeah.
I mean, now it just looks like a raccoon that's got mange.
Well, if that's the same one, that looks like a pig. I mean, if I had to look at it, I would say that's a pig.
And of course, she included her selfie with all the filters and the big eyes
Oh,
and the plump lip. Again, ladies, do not overline your lips. Your men don't want this, okay? Do you
no.
know what a man wants? A man wants a card that says I married you for your penis. That's what they
Mhm.
want. They are simple. They would just like you to flash your boobs once in a while and tell them they're pretty or handsome. I mean, whatever.
Mhm.
So there you go. We might have found the chupacabra, but most people think it's either a raccoon or something or other. I mean, honestly, it looks diseased, so animal control could get involved at some point, but it is
Yeah.
Colorado.
Uh, yeah, I'll have to show this here. So
Okay.
give me a second. Present. I'll remove. Add stage. I think this. Oh yeah, here we go. So just a quick glance, just super quick glance. You see it, and then you don't see it. You see it. What does it look like? Looks like you got a tail. Like if you just give it a
Oh
quick
yeah,
glance, you're like,
it
oh,
does. Yeah.
like it looks like it has a tail. I mean, it's amazing that animals can look like something that they're not quite. All right, let me turn off the music. But this is pretty cool. Thank you. Doggone it. There we go. I keep hitting it, and it's
Or a
I
mangy
turn it.
fox. Yeah, that
Yeah,
does kind of look like it. What the hell is dragging on it?
that's a
Oh, it's
baby.
babies. Okay,
Hmm.
I was like, it hacks an extra leg. It's a mutant.
But yeah, you see, and so whenever you first glance at it, it takes you a second to see it. And there's different sized ones that are a little bit bigger and stuff like that. I want a heartbeat most of the time.
Well, as Jeffrey
Or
Dahmer taught us and Ed Gein, even when you use them for craft, people don't like you taking dead bodies around.
well, I mean,
He did.
he did
Okay.
freeze them.
Well, is it sad that every time I think of Ed Gein, I think of the Simpsons song, Look at My Vest is Made from Real Gorilla Chest?
Oh my God.
That's not the worst song. So I don't know where my mind comes up with this stuff, but I was getting stuff ready for the Todd Sturmer trial, and he was allegedly, bludgeoned, set on fire, and then run over by his wife. Now, why did the song Lump come into my head? And I started singing it, and I'm like, it's Lump, it's Lump, it's Lump, and Todd is dead. It's Lump, it's Lump, it's Lump, and
You
Linda's
couldn't
red.
imagine what happened next. And if you did imagine that, please seek help.
I wish you could buy alphabet soup in the Arabic language. Then I could spell all the Star Wars words I want.
That's right. You have to extract the nerd early on.
On your marks, get set, go! Oh, cut the shit, numbnuts! Bunch of numbnuts!
That's actually the Jonas Brothers.
Dudes, time for a shell spin! Turtle power! hey, dudes! Little help here! Leo? Little help!
3 hours later.
To infinity and beyond!
This is hilarious.
Buzz didn't realize there is no beyond infinity, or that infinity isn't a place. He was never seen again.
All right. Well, the nassholes are back again. And I think George
Assholes.
Carlin, apropos, it's apropos, offers $3 million in a competition to recycle human poo in space. The Lunar Recycle Challenge. Well, I'm glad they didn't say crap to riches or.
I just, what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Joe Dirt, where he found the meteor.
That is my favorite movie. Whenever someone tries to church something up, I'm like, don't church it up, son.
Yeah.
And if you don't know the Husker Du, Husker We, like I have an entire tank top that I'm required to wear with the Joe Dirt, thing on it with all the Husker Do's, Husker Don'ts, finger poppers. I don't know, whatever he said.
Oh my God. Offering
NASA
3 million.
Yeah.
3 million? Oh my gosh, 3 million? That's a lot of poop.
Can we put it in space? I mean, how are save it for fertilizer? NASA is offering $3 million to anyone who proposes technology to solve an unusual problem. Recycling, well, human waste in space. The space agency's Luna Recycle Challenge, and not, your shit out of luck challenge, called
I'm
on members of the public to propose technological means of recycling astronauts, waste on moon and journeys and long distance space flights. Now, currently, there are 96 bags of human waste left behind on the moon.
So the moon is not made out of cheese like they said it was. It's more like
I went to the moon and it was a shitty experience.
all that I had left was some poop.
You go
I
back
left
and you
my
want to
mark.
see, Neil Armstrong's footprint. Turns out it's just a bunch of their poo bags everywhere. Like,
Oh yeah,
damn it, Armstrong.
that's what that face on the moon is.
That was the big step that we were talking about, the first poop on the moon.
Oh,
They were like the first deuce of it in space. And
well, I mean, because it's in a vacuum, so it would fall at the same speed. So you couldn't really, drop a really large load
why
because it
don't
would
we
be the
send all our trash to the moon? I mean, it's moving farther away. It's going to be gone eventually. We can send our trash to the moon and it's not going to affect nothing.
No, you sent it to the sun. It not only does it burn up, it also keeps it fueled.
Oh my God. Yeah. We are the hillbillies of the universe. We're going to burn our trash. That's why the aliens won't come by. God dang it. They're burning the trash again.
Oh, I also have to say, Mo, you're
Mhm.
gonna be at Dollywood, right?
Yes.
Then I've gotta show this.
Let's get started. Oh, that's real good.
I need the one that has you added in there, doggone it.
Yeah. Well, I just
Okay.
negotiated my, escape from my family.
Yeah, reach out to the White Rabbit, she'll add you in there on that. Yeah.
Awesome sauce.
That would
So
be
let's see.
cool.
The chosen technology will be put on future space missions, including the hypothetical long-term outpost on the moon, where we will send Rosie O'Donnell and all the people I don't like. Kevin Spacey, look forward to your ticket. I would RSVP for one.
Mhm.
And from NASA, NASA is committed to sustainable space exploration. As we prepare for the future of the human space missions, there's a need to consider how various waste streams, including solid waste, can be minimized. How well the waste can be stored and processed and recycled in a space environment so little or no waste will be returned to Earth. Again, why don't you just jettison it out to space? And
Yeah,
don't
space
get,
is
like, space
big.
is huge.
You could make a whole planet of poop. You could call it Plupto or Plopto or something,
And all the
Send it
Californians will move there.
I mean, maybe you could put, like, a GPS tracker on it and launch it as far out as you possibly can, that would be an idea,
Yeah.
But, I mean,
I mean,
the cool part about bringing it back to Earth is, you can keep recycling it because the Earth actually
well, if
recycles.
you dehydrated the human solid waste, couldn't it be a fertilizer?
I don't know. I mean, because, I mean, think about this. You could just, put it right on the edge and let it, like, get freezing cold and then drop it back to Earth, and it'll burn up before it gets there.
Oh my god, it's a meteor shower. No, Joe
No.
Dirt, it's just shit from space.
Like Megan says, can't
Oh
set it
my
on fire
god.
and knock on the
Joe Dirt 2, shit from space.
shit from space. Oh my god. Yes. Fuck Megan. Megan says, why? You can't just set it on fire and knock on the door? Love it.
Now, NASA is currently reviewing the first round of proposals to decide which one are the best of the shitty pile. More, and then they will move to the second phase of the competition, I guess, length and girth. Now, the team who comes out on top, the shiniest turd of the pile, will end the competition with $3 million. Honey, I got to heap all the turds in the house, so don't flush, okay? Yellowy, let it mellow, but if you've got a turd, it needs to be heard. I need to come collect it.
I need to come collect it. I feel like here's a litter box. Honey, we're saving on a water bill.
It's like those cheap. Look, I am not a mellow or yellow let it mellow kind of person. Like that is gross as hell to me. I am sorry. If it is your personal belief, I respect that it is your personal belief. But to me, that makes me want to Purell my entire body and soul. So it's not a yellow let it mellow house.
Put it in a black hole. Dehydrate plus squish into powder like goose poop.
Yeah.
I mean, you could if you got that much poop on the moon, just think what you could do on Mars. Yeah, I mean, you could like get you could create a whole fertilization system that, creates it. Human poop cannot be fertilized or mo.
If it's
Oh,
freeze dried and crunched up and you don't know. Now, Shizzy, I'm not a physics-ologist, but does this work? So
yeah.
a Kentucky restaurant intentionally flooded their okay,
Yes, it
now
does.
I'm not the smartest crayon in the box, so how?
Well,
I mean, isn't that just destroying everything in your place already?
no, it
And
was
won't the
already gonna be
insurance be pissed
destroyed.
off?
It was already gonna be destroyed. So what he
Oh,
did is and I saw this yesterday, which I was intrigued about it, so I checked into it, and he's completely correct. It's the same way
oh,
in the ocean where fresh water and salt water
oh
combine.
yeah, they
Uh,
don't there's
yeah,
a
they
delineation. They
yeah,
kind of
a
fight.
complete delineation, right, and people can get confused also, like, in certain diving situations, they'll think that whenever they're diving, they'll hit a spot where there's fresh water, and it looks like because it's so crystal clear that it looks like you're swimming in air, and they'll take off their mask and drown because it's actually fresh water, so it
Oh,
delineates
wow.
itself. And so this actually does work, and this is pretty smart because what it does is it keeps the sludge from building up inside there, and you're already gonna get flooded out anyway, you just build it, so that way you can just flood it, fill it up with water. As the water's rising outside, it's rising inside, and it keeps all of it out.
Yeah, I figured there was a reason behind it. I just Shizzy, it's like the poor HVAC man come into my house and our air conditioner was broke and he kept trying to sell me a furnace. And I was like, sir, I don't understand where I'm not communicating with you, but our furnace works. Our air conditioning doesn't.
Yeah.
And I finally had to think about it as a freezer toaster because I had to buy like a combo freezer oven. Like I had to buy the oven to get the freezer because it does not
Oh.
work in my brain any other way. It does not make sense to me how you have the hot and the cold. Mr. Mo was so upset with my retardation, I swear, because my brain just could not comprehend why the man was trying to fucking sell me I was like, I was looking at Mr. Mo. He could tell I was ready to go. And he's like, I have explained this to you. You need a furnace. And I have explained to you that I'm fucking hot. And this man is selling me a hot thing.
Well, and here's an interesting thing. My wife and I, the first house that we bought, like, this is very early on. This is actually before we got married. We bought this house, and she bought a warranty for it. 2 weeks before the warranty expired, our air exchange unit went out. Like, it completely crapped out, like, no heat, no AC, no nothing. It's the part that
Oh
has the
no.
blower on it. And so
Oh,
it crapped out big as all get out. We called it in. They came out, and the guy's looking at it, and he was like, "Oh, it's more than just your air exchange. We have to replace this whole unit. Like, it's, like, completely shot." It was it was probably, I wanna say, around 10 grand that it would have cost us, and we got it done for just paying the whatever, I think it was like 3 or 400 bucks to
that's
was the
awesome.
deductible. Oh my gosh, it was like, "Oh, it's
You were
yes,
like, "I
girl."
have never found you more attractive, Miss Shizzy, than right at this moment." You're like, "Let's go to
Exactly.
the bedroom."
Yeah, yes, there was lots of that. Lots of that. Oh
It's
my
funny
gosh.
what things are sexy when you're in a long-term relationship. Because like, when Mr. Mo gets to be the bad guy, when he, like, tells the kids, I'm like they're like, "Settle down," and they be quiet for about 10 seconds, I'm like, "You have never been sexier in your life." But we have 6 children, so
Oh,
sometime
yeah.
in the next, leap year, I'll pay you back.
I gotta say, you know how I like to ride the short bus?
Yeah.
I've found my school bus from riding the short bus. It's right here. Oh, mine has a heater on it, runs on propane. Yes.
It looks like it should be driven by Dee Snider.
Oh,
As,
yeah.
School's Out for the Summer is playing. Actually, it should be, oh gosh, who is the bus driver in The Simpsons? I forget his name.
Oh gosh. Oh, I know who you're talking about. For fuck's sake. Oh, yes. This is the cool bus fund system, and somebody said, "Man, I have seen that thing in real life, and it runs on jet fuel." I was like, "Yes."
Oh my god, I would love that. I do wanna see Carasaurus one because I think my boys would like that. So
Oh, yeah.
Truckosaurus.
Yes.
But it's one of those things where, as an introvert, I think, "Oh my gosh, this would be great." And then the day comes and I remember that there's going to be people there. It's going to be noisy. It's going to be loud, and there's going to be people there. And I'm like, "Mr. Mo, would you like to take the boys?" Oh, we are on mugshot. I love this.
This is terrible new information. I thought I was winning every argument with my husband because I was right and he was wrong, but I just put the camera at his height, so how he sees me, and I realized this is not the case at all. I'm not winning because I'm right. I'm winning because how could you take me seriously? I look like a bobblehead.
I got a lot of things to say, and there's a couple reasons why I'm correct in this situation.
I look like I should have cartoon steam coming out of my ears.
Oh, I'm so mad right now.
I would be choking back laughter if I was arguing with me.
You know what? You know what, buddy?
Of course he gives up in 10 seconds and kisses my forehead. I look like a small woodland creature trying to tell a giant. Yeah. Hey, giant, I've got something to tell you. Oh my goodness. I'm not winning on merit. I'm winning because I look helpless and silly.
No,
This is
you're
how he
winning.
sees the whole world. No wonder the guy's so
you're winning because
confident
he
he
sees
can
your
tap everybody
boobs.
on the top of the head.
Yeah.
What a different way to live.
Oh my god.
All right.
Oh, they
It's about that time. Have you
yes.
seen this one?
What do we got? The teen
Now,
teen chokes over dipping sauce?
that's a teen?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, April
No,
7th,
the teen was
oh,
choked over dipping sauce. Got
oh,
it. Good God. Got it.
I'm gonna have to keep on my P's and Q's when I ask for, extra barbecue sauce, damn. A
Mhm.
teenage customer was choked the hell out by a McDonald's worker after the girl walked behind the counter to take some ranch dipping sauce after not being helped by employees, according to Florida police. Yeah, the same people that are bitching they want $20 can't ever get a hamburger right. Again, the
Yeah.
next motherfucker who asks me when I say I would like a hamburger with mustard only, do you want cheese on that? No, if I wanted cheese on that, I would have said I want a cheeseburger with mustard only on it. But see, as I have understood the human English language, I communicated to you that I wanted no fucking cheese. Now, I'm sorry, it was a terrible night last night, so I am in an F word mood. I do apologize. But Hagatha the Leg and the artist formerly known as the Good Leg were on fire last night, so this is who you got.
Oh my
That
god.
being said, the 17-year-old was returning to the McDonald's lobby when Akina Sampson, 31, grabbed her arm, the police report. When the teen allegedly tried to break free, Sampson allegedly grabbed her neck and took the girl to the ground. She destabilized her. She decentralized her. Then she allegedly gave her a neck hug for an extended period of time while they were on the floor of a St. Petersburg McDonald's, the classiest place right next to Disney World. I don't know. I don't know Florida geometry. Now, a criminal complaint does not reveal how many ranch packets, if any, were secured. In the scuffle after the so cops responding to the McDonald's Friday afternoon noted that the victim had visible injuries to both her neck and left elbow, adding that the incident was captured on video and probably up on World Star America. Check that out for your place for all the Waffle House and McDonald's by video. Now pictured above, Sampson was charged with abuse of a child and she was released from the county jail Friday after posting a $2,500 bond and has pled not guilty. Video evidence didn't
Yeah.
do it. Okay, all right,
Didn't
that
do
is
it.
your right,
Wasn't
man.
me. Wasn't me.
All right.
Wasn't me. That girl
Judge
has to
has
weave. I
ordered
have no weave.
Sampson not to have contact with the victim and directed her to stay away from the area of offense, which will likely impact her career plans at McDonald's. So there you go. Looks like she won't be getting up to the managerial level. She,
Well,
like the ice cream machine, will never be working at McDonald's again.
no, she won't. Are we? Is it about that time to do the mug shots? I'm going to give an intro for it. Here we go. Here's an intro for mug shots.
The one with the black hair, is your name Emerson? Oh, that's weird. It's Emerson big old titties, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, look at the brows on those. Holy crap, it is a field of women who have given up on the use of their natural eyebrows. Men, come here to Mama Mo, close to my bosom. I'm going to whisper a secret to you. If they have eyebrows that look like that, they're fucking crazy. This is a sign from God to stay the fuck away from them. If they don't trust the eyebrows that God done gave them and decided that they were better than God and stenciled their own, they're crazy.
I will say though, last week I got every damn one of those ones.
I
Right?
know you are the goat, so I'm going to let you go first because I'm just horrified by all the brows. I just keep seeing brows.
Let's see. Child abuse number 3. Leaving the scene of an accident, I will say number 5. Narcotics possession, number 4. Battery, number 1. Shoplifting, number 2. So if you disagree with that, do you disagree?
Well, I only say child abuse for this one because she reminds me of no more wire hangers. That is the only reason I would get my brows done. Because I would be like, can you give me the no more wire hangers look, but for every day? I just want to slightly intimidate people. So think Faye Dunaway when she was pretending to be nice. That's kind of the level I'd like. But I can go to no more wire hangers.
Well, and I mean, I see this and I'm like, battery and child abuse could be easily switched around, but I'm gonna stick with where I'm at. I mean,
Okay.
you know, but let's see what we
Let's go
got.
with that because you are the goat.
Not a damn one of them. None of them. Oh,
I wouldn't have pegged her for battery, and I
battery.
won't peg her now. Look, I haven't had that gum. I don't know if I can. I'm not protected yet. I haven't had the gum.
Oh my god. Yeah. No, I got them all wrong, man. Narcotics possession. I was gonna go with number one of having the narcotics possession, but I was like, nah, that's too
She
obvious.
looks mean. She looks mean.
Yeah.
She looks like she would fight you. This woman's eyeliner is still at the scene, so I don't know.
But if oh my
See, this
gosh.
is why I don't do winged eyeliner. Hers are not even closely related. They are distant cousins. See, some people can get them to be twins. No, I look just like this woman.
But it might be that her eyes are crossed too. So it sort of throws it all off, like off center,
You
off
know,
kilter.
yeah. I mean, this woman's don't line up with her. Y'all are looking at the mirror for extended periods of time and you don't think no. You put these on and you're like, "I look smexy." And everyone else sees let's see, the evil stepsister from Shrek, played by
Yeah.
Larry King, uh tranny.
I'm thinking that would be like Blair White's cousin on the
I know
very
Blair White's cousin. That's what I'm saying. And Blair White gave us all a pass to say it, so there you go. She passed him out like just beautiful glittery sparkles. Now, this woman, I think I have seen at my DMV, so I'm not gonna say nothing because I gotta go renew my plates. I could see her throwing a chancla or two because
Yeah.
she forgot that eyebrows go to right about here. Now,
Oh
this
my
one has
god.
just given up on eyebrows altogether and just decided to do parentheses or commas.
Or
So
just tattooed them on, that's Amy Winehouse needs to go.
they try to make me go to rehab, and I said, well, we know how that ended. Go to rehab if you need it.
Oh, everybody have a wonderful one. Make sure that you go sub up to Mo. What do you got coming up today, Mo? Anything interesting?
Well, we at noon are doing the first Petty Reacts, so I do run the Petty Express, the way you can watch trials with dark humor, sarcasm, and Mo skipping over parts that are boring to her. That being said, I watch trials, but today on Fridays we are going to do reacts, and I'm going to react to Broken Baker's Dream with the Yellow Cottage Tales and see if I can bring some snarkaliciousness to it. As your conductress of snark, your Sailor Moon of, sarcasm, I am here to bring snark like sparkles, and I am going to be making a snark bar, so it's going to be pecan pie top, nougat bottom, dark chocolate, and it's for when you need to take a minute to watch karma settle in for some people and you want to savor it. Savor the karma with a snark bar.
Savor the karma. I love it. Make sure that you guys go sub up to Mo and, get prepared for the Dollywood that's coming up because it's gonna be awesome. Can't
Yeah.
I
I'm
can't
gonna be
wait. I'm
on the
getting
lam without any children. I'm gonna be going to like Spencer's and
first time buyer.
no, my boys always want to go in there because it's all lights and stuff and it has adult marital sculptural items and nothing but ganja stuff. And I'm like, no, it is not a good store for you. No.
No,
And they're
you
like,
can't go in there. No, you
They're
can't go in
like,
there.
"But it's just like Hot Topic," and I'm like, "No, it is not."
Well, I should have a couple of videos coming out today, and I can thank Yamaha
Awesome.
Biker for those. So those should be coming out a little bit later. And other than that, let me see where because I need to
Oh,
send
are we
everybody somewhere.
continuing the Meat of Your Heart Seared Love Spectacular, this
Um,
Sunday?
oh, yeah, if everybody's up for it, I will totally do Sunday. And then, of course, there's F&L tonight, which is, it's
Ooh,
gonna
yeah.
be absolutely wonderful. I'm looking forward to doing F&L, as I always do. Now, there is a possibility that I may be a little bit late or may show up really late. Just depends on if the judge decides to have a little say so in this whole matter of filings. I suspect that he probably won't, because that's not what the judge really is known for. He's sort of waiting to see exactly what's happening with all of the shit. But we'll see. We'll see what he has to say about the last bit of garbage that came out. He did put in an order that Randy has to respond to the last filing that there was, but not the one before that, which was him sanctioning Bubbles. So we will see. Is Bo going to the strip club with us?
Okay, I have a couple questions about law in Tennessee. Now, would it be considered assault if I took quarters and made it hail on the strippers? Or pennies? Look, I got 6 kids to put in college. I will give you like inspiration, but you better do some good twerking if I'm gonna give you $1. I'm
Oh,
gonna be
you
the
can.
harshest critic I'm gonna be like, I got 6 kids to pay. I want to see some, something incredible, like you
Right.
spinning around like a Gumby.
Well, if they have enough oil on them, you can just stick the quarters on them. It won't fall off. Just sort of slide
Now
down.
that would be a bar game if you could, just stick a quarter on a stripper. I've created a new trend.
Oh, I love it. Everybody, we'll see you very soon.
Bye,
Peace.
you guys.
Why do white people make their edibles so strong? What are you running from? Why am I tasting colors? I just wanted to go to Target. Now I gotta call somebody to come get me because my car turned into a spaceship and I don't know how to fly it.